Saturday morning to you. I'm kind of fussing with the microphone a little bit and hoping you can hear me okay. So I'm looking like, is there anything around in my reach that I can move the microphone up a little bit? But it's okay. We're gonna make do, and hopefully there is enough capture of my voice. And if not, then you just get to hear some of the background noise that I'm enjoying this Saturday morning. So hi, I'm Rebecca Stark, and this is one of my DNF videos, DNF for Do Not Fear. And I've been trying to make these videos off and on, just looking for all of the places the Bible says, do not fear. And I'm probably going to pop my glasses off here, we'll see. So I just want to give you a little window into my world. This is my backyard. I don't know how much you can see about if there's birds in the background. I'm resisting the urge to pretty it up. I keep looking at it going, should I go pull this or this? But it's spring, right? It's February 21st today. And in Houston, that is spring. And that just means we're just getting started, and our gardens are still a work in progress. Our gardens are always a work in progress, but here's my gardens. So this is what I get to enjoy. And speaking of enjoying, this morning has been just a lovely morning. My husband and my son are off on a scouting trip, camping trip. So I woke up alone. I mean, as alone as you can be with 4 pets, 3 cats and a dog. They're always around and kind of nudging me and making sure that I meet their needs. But this morning, I was just thinking about how blessed I am and how lucky I am and just how amazing my life is. And I did not see this being my life. I could not imagine it. And specifically, I've got these little red pajamas on. It's a full pajama set. And I bought these pajamas in 2004, so it's 22 years ago. And when I bought these pajamas, I was hoping that I would have a lifestyle where I could lounge around in my pajamas. That was kind of, the romantic vision of, oh, maybe someday I'll have a life where I can lounge. And today's that day. And I don't think I even could have imagined the life I have today. So I sent a little text message to my husband just saying thank you for your part in making my life what it is today. I'm so very grateful. But of course, all thanks, all glory goes to God. I am so very grateful that God has put me where I am, and I get to enjoy the life that I live right now. So speaking of gratitude and God and what God has put in my life, this verse just struck me as, yes, this is the one that we're going to do today. So it's 2 Corinthians 9 verses 8, and the verse says, and God will generously provide all you need. You see why it resonated with me a little bit this morning? Then you will always have everything you need and plenty. This is what's important, left over to share with others. So this is not an official DNF video verse. This is not, this verse does not say outright, do not fear, but yet it does. It says God will generously provide all you need, and I love the terminology, and it repeats it. It says, then you will always have everything you need and plenty left over to share with others. So it says need as opposed to want, right? We all have things we want in life. I want. It's easy. It's easy to look around and say, oh, I wish I had a pool in the backyard. I mean, I don't. I'm pretty happy with what we've got. But people will look around and say, oh, look at what they have, and I wish I had what they had. There's just a lot of that keeping up with the Joneses in our world, and a lot of want. But God will provide everything you need. And that's between you and God. And that's really just a matter of ask and God will provide. And He does. And certainly in my life, God has provided far more abundantly. And that's another verse. I don't have it right now on hand, but God will provide far more abundantly than anything you can hope or imagine. So I am ever so grateful. And that's just been my thought. Sorry, it was just a fun little action shot of Dolly, my dog, running around. We'll see if the cats apparently have disappeared. The cats were all here, and then they just ran away. That's okay. But, yeah, I just can't say enough how grateful I am. And this is a morning that's just been a blessed morning, and I feel like I just want to share that with you and just say, wherever you are and whatever is going on in your life, whether you feel like you have more than enough and you can share, whether you feel like you're lacking, my experience has been just put your hope and your trust and your faith in God, and He will provide all that you need. And just keep in mind, that says everything you need. It doesn't say everything you want. If there are things that you want that aren't necessarily in God's will for you, that's okay. That's okay to survive without them, and just remember to look around and be grateful for what you do have. So I'm not going to pretend for a moment that I'm not fortunate and my life is not blessed, and I am coming from a place of abundance. I absolutely recognize that. My friend Barbara and I were walking on a Thursday morning. There's a really beautiful Audubon sanctuary in Houston. Like, it's literally within Houston city limits. It's surrounded by busy streets and big houses, but it's a sanctuary, and it's beautiful. And we were walking on Thursday morning, and we acknowledged, yes, life is good. Gosh, aren't we fortunate that we have the time and our lives afford us the opportunity to meet and walk on a Thursday morning. And we did. We had a lovely little. It was just. I'm going to use one of my son's vocabulary words from this week. It's ambled. We ambled. We literally just kind of took our time, and we paused, and we looked at the scenery. We looked at the animals, and we just appreciated the beauty that was around us. So wherever you are and whatever you have going on in your life, know that I came from a place of feeling like I would never be here. I would never experience this state of joy and bliss and just relaxation, and knowing that I have everything I need and I have enough to share with others, to give away. So you can get there too. And I don't know what will happen and what that means and what that will look like in your life. But the verse says, and God will give you everything you need. So put your hope, your faith, your trust in God, and ask and see what He'll do. It's pretty amazing in my experience, definitely in my experience. So thank you all so very much for watching, for tuning in. Have a blessed day, weekend, wherever your life may be, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.